Apex Legends and my initial impressions on this game when it first was released, I was excited about it. I was really excited about this game. I thought this game was going to be a very good game. I guess I can't say that I really thought it was going to be a very good game. I thought that the game was going to be pretty good, though. I had a feeling that it was going to be decent at least, right? It's a Titanfall game. From the reveal they did on Apex Legends, it looked really interesting and it looked really cool. So once jumping into the game, I love the concept of it's different in many ways. Now, there are things that Apex Legends kind of ripped off of Blackout, in my opinion. There's other things, though, that they, ripped off of Fortnite and in other games, of course, in the Battle Royale genre. But they did some things very uniquely and very differently, which I really liked. And that being that almost these legends that you get to choose, of course, before each match, they're almost like specialists in Call of Duty. They each have a specific ability that can help you have certain advantages at different points. And of course, each player, right now it's just squads or, 3 people to a match or 3 people to a team. You can only pick one of those. Each person can only pick one of the legends. They all have to be different. They can't be the same exact legend. So it makes for some very interesting teamwork. And that's the other thing that I want to get into here with this game is the amount of teamwork that was put into this game. That they really created this game around teamwork and having to work together. And that was kind of the second thing, where you drop down pretty much at the exact same time all together, and then you can, of course, branch out, but it's really cool that they tried to keep the team together as best as possible. And I love that. I love the idea of keeping the team together and consistently, working together throughout the match. Also, if you're not in a party and you're just kind of playing by yourself, you don't have to, you don't actually have to be talking to those people. There's ways that, of course, that you can give commands and tell people where we think that we should be going to. We have to get to, let's say we have to start moving out. You can, of course, kind of point or ping certain areas throughout the map. And that's a really cool concept as well that none of these other Battle Royales have at this point. What Apex Legends did was they took the Battle Royale genre and saw kind of what the success was to this point, and they improved it. And when I say they improved it, they improved the first-person shooter Battle Royale genre significantly. So you have Blackout, which kind of started that first-person shooter, or that first-person Battle Royale. And Apex Legends now took some of the stuff from Blackout and kind of did some things on their own and made just the first-person Battle Royale a real thing. Now, there was a lot of hype behind Blackout when it first came out. The same can be said for Apex Legends, but I gotta say, Apex Legends is hitting much bigger numbers than Blackout did at this point. So we've got Apex Legends has been out for, it's going on a week now. Blackout didn't have these numbers. These numbers are huge, massive for Apex Legends. We're talking we've got the biggest, the biggest of the big streamers in the world that are still playing Apex Legends right now. And that's a huge thing. That's a beautiful thing. I'm excited about this because not only is Apex Legends now going to be a real threat to other Battle Royale games. What Apex Legends is going to do now is they are going to significantly put pressure on some of these other companies to consistently be updating, of course, their Battle Royale games, but also doing things that the community really wants. Because I think that one soft subject that a lot of players that played Fortnite or have played Fortnite for a while, one complaint that there is with Fortnite is that it seemed that Epic Games was always doing these updates and consistently doing a lot of different updates that the community wanted at first. But now that the game has they've almost gotten complacent with where they are as far as, the game and the player base. They kind of stopped doing what the community wanted and just doing things their own way. And we can see that that has hurt Fortnite in a way. And now that a game like Apex Legends comes out and it's starting to really take away from the pie that Fortnite had, it's going to force Epic Games. We're already seeing that Epic Games is trying to make changes to Fortnite to bring people back to Fortnite. And it's crazy what happens when a game like Apex Legends just drops and you see exactly how a game like Fortnite reacts to that. And I guarantee you that Epic Games does not like that Apex Legends, or I should say Respawn Entertainment and EA, are really stepping on their toes right now. They're kind of knocking on that door to try to start taking more of the pie that Fortnite has kind of built here. And so I think what this is going to force, guys, is Fortnite to really start doing things that the community more so wants. I also can say that as regarding Call of Duty is concerned, I feel the same can be said there. Call of Duty, of course, was never, it was bigger than Fortnite for maybe a week or two, right? And then, it kind of slowly fizzled out and everybody went back to Fortnite because a lot of people just thought it was more fun. I don't know if we're going to have that with Apex Legends. Apex Legends feels like something a little bit different. It feels that people really, really enjoy Apex Legends a lot, and the way how different it is, even though it's still a battle royale game. Time will tell, though. Time will tell. Is Fortnite's... people are saying that Fortnite is going to be coming to an end, or it's going to be dying, or it is dying, or it's dead, or whatever. I cannot disagree more. I think Fortnite is still going to be, of course, a big game in Battle Royale. Because we got to look at Battle Royale as a whole, right? You look at the shooter genre. Who really owns the shooter genre? Well, it's got to be Call of Duty. Is there going to be something else that comes up, at some point or another? Sure, maybe. But Call of Duty is at the top. Then you got maybe Battlefield, and then, down lower, maybe Gears of War. You've got Overwatch, of course, which is definitely up there. Halo, even though Halo's been kind of off these past few years, they might be getting it back with Halo Infinite. So what I'm saying is, guys, I think that when Battle Royale really starts to kind of the popularity starts to kind of fizzle a little bit, or it kind of slows down, I think a lot of these games are going to be kind of almost on an even keel, where similar to like the shooter genre, you got the top game, which maybe is Apex, maybe it's Fortnite. Then you got other games that are kind of down lower, like Blackout, and maybe if they make a Halo BR, a Gears of War BR, so on and so forth. So I just think that right now there's just so much popularity in Battle Royale.